Did you miss me? Lighting weird. It feels a little bright. Is it a little bright? Today was just a crazy day. You hate to see it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to What the Junk. I'm your host, Cubby. It has been a minute, guys, since I have filmed and recorded an episode. It's been all of March. Guys, it's been all of March. I haven't recorded or released a podcast all of March, which is crazy. Like, what the heck? I really felt like I needed to get another episode out there. 3 is my favorite number, in case you didn't know. I was born in March. My birthday's in March because I was born in March. 3 is my favorite number. 3rd podcast episode. Green's my favorite color. Like, it's like one of my favorite colors. I don't know if I like green or blue. But it doesn't matter. It is a good day to be alive. Amen. It's not like you can respond. Amen. I'm going to trust that you all said amen. Okay, guys, welcome back to What the Junk. I am so excited to be back with you guys again. I've missed this. It has been such a long time. A little update. I'm 21 years old, guys. Go crazy. Not really, actually. I don't even it doesn't matter. 21 years old. Life's been crazy. There's just so much going on in my life right now. Just so much with work and school and jobs, and it's just it's just been crazy. It's been a crazy month. But I'm so excited and blessed and grateful to be back. Missed you guys, obviously. Hope you missed me. I'm excited for this episode today because I think it's so relatable. I think it literally is like, Cubby, where have you been? Oh, I've just been busy. Really? But really, I've been so busy. And I actually prayed into this topic a month ago. And this is even crazier. I recorded the episode. So I left for spring break a week and a half ago. And I was getting on a plane at 5 a.m. And I recorded at 1 a.m. that morning. And when I watched back is it out of battery? Is my camera out of battery? Better be recording. If this isn't recording, I'm going to lose it. It doesn't matter. I'm sure it's working. Okay. Basically, I recorded it at 1 a.m. basically the night before I was leaving, and I watched the podcast back. I wasn't even putting words together. It was so bad. It was it was just crazy. It's been a crazy month. It has been a crazy month. Let me just give a recap, a little better recap. Okay. It was my birthday. I was sick. I was traveling. It was just. Please forgive me. So basically, look what I have here. The memory card just went full apparently all of a sudden, and it went full. So I recorded part of it. Basically, this is the same thing. I just ran upstairs, grabbed the memory card, but we're back because it's What the Junk, and following God is messy, but it's beautiful at the same time. And that's what we're going to talk about today is busyness, because I've been so busy, and I think a lot of you can relate to this. And I prayed into this topic a month ago before I even got so busy. And I honestly can relate a lot of this topic into this past month of my life and just how me being so busy affected my prayer life, my relationships, everything. It affected everything. And yeah, I'm really excited to start there because, guys, we're so busy. I was in a conversation the other day with someone, and my go-to line is when people ask, oh, what's new? Oh, I'm good. I'm just so busy. It's just such a stupid excuse, but it's just something that I think we all use a lot to excuse ourselves from being absent with our friends, or, not praying, or not putting in time to these people or this thing, or it's just that kind of, I'm just so busy. Almost it's just this is just my life. And I think a lot of us maybe can relate. I know I felt this way, that I've accepted this busyness into my life as this is just how it is. That my life is busy, it's chaotic. This is just how it is. Like I work, I have obligations. This is just how it is. And I am here to tell us that we need to gain control back on our lives, because I think sometimes we get confused and sometimes we even forget, like, we actually choose to do the things that we do. Like, we have free will. Like, yes, there is that element of like, I work to get money because I have to have money to survive. And I have relations. Like, yes, but at the end of the day, we are choosing to do everything. Like, I don't think any of us listening to this are forced to do the things that we're doing. Like, yes, there's reasons that we're doing it, but we're not like, we don't have to technically be doing this. Like, no one's forcing us. And basically what I'm trying to say with that is we're such a busy society. We are constantly moving, constantly crazy, constantly just moving from the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. And I believe that God is inviting us to slow down. Like, he is actually inviting us to slow down. And I think the word for this podcast was really just like stillness. How the Lord is trying to bring more stillness into our lives, and how he is actually making himself so present to us on a daily basis, and we are missing him. I am missing him on a daily basis because I am so focused and so I have my priorities all messed up, and I'm missing God on a daily basis. I laugh sometimes when I think about how I pray to God. Like, I'll pray and then like I'll look back on my prayer later and I'm like, wow, it could be like, that's so embarrassing. Why'd you say that? But a prayer I say a lot to God is like, Lord, I just don't feel like you're like moving or you're working. Like, can you just like work or move? And the Lord kind of just hit me that it was like, no, it's actually like he's never not working. He's never not moving. So if I'm not seeing him working, if I'm not seeing him moving, or I'm not like feeling him, that's me. Like, and I think busyness has affected that, the way that I see the Lord, the way that I see him moving, working, the way I feel him, the way I know he's there, like, because I'm just so busy. This is where I want to build today. And this is where the Lord really hit. 5 years ago, I remember, it was 2020, right before COVID hit. I remember hearing in a talk, and I don't remember who gave the talk. I don't remember what it was. All I remember them saying was, if the devil can't get you to sin, he's going to get you to be busy. And at first I was like, what? Like, the devil wants us to sin? Like, are you crazy? And as I thought more about it and brought it to prayer, it was just this idea that the devil is, he's not good in any way. But he has a lot of tactics and a lot of ways to tempt us, to confuse us, to lie to us, to distract us, to keep us busy. I think that actually as a society, the devil is really moving in this busyness. Like, he is trying to keep us busy and so focused on the work that we do, the friends that we have, the things that others expect us to do, the sports, the friendships, the relationships, myself. Like, it's just, we are so busy. And when you think about it, like, I think about myself, like, just the things I could be doing for just me, like outside of work, outside of school, outside of friendships, that could take up years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have so much I could be doing, and no, like, I'm so busy, but I think that, guys, we're missing God. We are missing God on a daily basis because we are so focused and our priorities are messed up. And I think the Lord is saying, what are our priorities? Because he's trying to get our attention. He's inviting us into a relationship with him. He wants more for us. And we're settling for the things that we're doing. And we're not meeting him. We're not seeing him. And yeah, I kind of want to start there. Obviously, work is good. But the Lord wants us to do things. He wants us to foster our gifts, use our talents. Like, we don't want to be like the servants in the Bible who went and buried their talents in the dirt, or the one servant that buried his talent in the dirt. We want to be the servants that multiply our talents, that we share and we help others and we foster our gifts and we do things, right? Like, God isn't saying like, this point of the episode isn't like, okay, go like quit everything you do and be lazy. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's more, where are our priorities? Where does God fit in the mix? and who is he to us on a daily basis? Because if he's just the Sunday God, if he's just the God before I go to bed or before I go to a meal, that's not relationship. That's not relationship. That's a schedule. Okay? We have his attention. Like, we have his attention. Like, he is desiring relationship with us. Like, that is, like, if we know nothing, we know that. Like, he wants relationship with us. Like, that's what he wants. That is, like, intimacy with the Lord is like, why do I keep saying like? Intimacy with the Lord is the root of relationship. Like, he wants that for us more than anything. Like, this life is getting, like, relationship. Relationship is like the goal of our faith. Like, in any denomination, in any religion, in any like whatever, Christian, Catholic, what relationship. Like, that is the root, the foundation of our life. And our priorities are all messed up. They're all messed up. Yes, we have to work. Yes, we have to go to school. Yes, it's good to have friends, family, sports, dating people, activities, hobbies, dreams, yourself. Like, these are all good things. But where are they on the priority list? Because God is number one, should be number one. Like, we're number one on his list. Like, the Lord doesn't have business hours. He's not a God who's like, talk to me this time. He wants us all the time. Like I said, like, we have his attention. Does he have ours? Does he have our attention? Are we actually seeking him? Because I think we're missing him. I think I'm missing him. I think that the devil actually is keeping me busy. I think that's his tactic right now. I look at this past month and all the new things I've been doing, and I'm like, God, well, you gave this to me. Like, God, like, this is just something I'm doing. Like, God, this is someone you put in my life. Lord, this is something that you called me to. Lord, you wanted me to do this. Lord, he has called me to be his son before his servant. That's the message for today. Like, we are called sons and daughters before we are called servants. And how beautiful is that? How beautiful is it that we have a God who calls us by name, who calls us by son and daughter before he's like, my servant, go do this for me. The beauty of our faith is we don't have to work for our title with the Lord. I don't have to work to earn my title as son. I already have that. We have been given these callings, all of us in different ways, to bring the kingdom to build the kingdom of Christ, of the kingdom of God on earth, okay? But I think sometimes we forget what comes first. I don't serve the Lord to get the title of son. I am a son. And because I know I am a son, then I serve the Lord because I love him and he loves me. And I know that love. Now, I'm not saying I'm doing that. Guys, I am not, like, if you think I'm on this podcast because I know what I'm doing, like, if you think Cubby's got it figured, like, I don't. Let me just be the first to tell you, I don't. My life is a mess. There's so much junk. When I first started this podcast, I thought the devil used this lie that I was insufficient, that I didn't have what it takes. Like, my life was too messy. It was too filled with junk to do this podcast. Like, I thought I had to be perfect at everything I was doing. Like, I thought I had to be past all these roadblocks in order to share with the world. I thought I had to be perfect to be obedient. And that is a lie. That's a lie. I don't need to be perfect to be obedient. I actually, like, the Lord meets me right there in my lack, in my need, in my want, in my hunger, in my thirst, in my desolation. Like, that's where he's meeting me. And it's just crazy because I thought about this too, and I really think this applies. I think a lot of us, we're doing all this work. We go, we do this thing, and eventually we get to a point where we're like kind of tired. We're like feeling really burnt out. We're just like kind of tired. We're kind of over it. Feeling burnt out. Society tells you should work, go, do, and then like have self-care. And like, that's when you take care of yourself. It's like you're constantly doing something or you're taking care of yourself and there's nothing in between. And I think that burnout actually comes, I think the Lord really like was speaking this, that burnout comes from that we're not getting back to the feet of Jesus, that we're not actually taking the time to sit with him and receive. And then we're not actually being reminded of who he says that we are to him. And that's where I think burnout comes from. It's this desire to serve, and we forget that we are sons and that we are daughters. And I've forgotten. I mean, I was thinking about this one year of my life in college when I was really getting into my faith, and I so badly wanted more relationship with the Lord. Like I wanted more deeper intimacy. Like I wanted it so bad. And instead of, even like praying more or like trying, like, of course I was praying, but like, I didn't think, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, like I want more intimacy with the Lord. I want to like feel him. I want to know him. So I'm going to do all these things for him. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to go serve on an international mission. I'm going to go give up my summer. I'm going to do this ministry. I'm going to be a core team member here. I'm going to go join this Bible study. I'm going to join this. I thought the more that I did would somehow translate to intimacy. I thought that if I kept doing, like I would become more intimate with the Lord, that my relationship would grow stronger. And of course, the Lord works with my brokenness and my broken yes. And it's not like I just served and it was like a bunch of waste and he's not going to like, that's not how the Lord is. But looking back on that year of my life and how I had all these expectations for what my relationship with the Lord would look like, I look back and I'm like, wow, like, Cubby, you thought that God wanted you to serve him more, when actually, like, he really wanted just more of you. Like, he just wanted more of me. But I was like, no, God, I have to like do all these things. Like and yes, like we have to serve the Lord, but we cannot forget who he says that we are. And it's hard. Like we are busy. We all have crazy lives. Like I'm sure all of us have a lot going on outside that people don't know. Crazy work, crazy family things going on, friendships, relationships. It makes sense while we're busy, but we're missing God. One day, we're going to sit before him on Judgment Day. This is the only thing I can say. I don't know much about life, guys. I think a lot of you can. I don't know what's next. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know what the Lord has in store. And not to go all dark, but I know one thing is for sure, that I will die. And we will all die at some point. Something that me and my friend reminds me all the time is the biggest lie the devil will tell you is that you have tomorrow. I'll just love God tomorrow. I'll get better tomorrow. I'll free up more time tomorrow. I'll just push it off. I'm too busy. It's just too much going on. But one day we will get to the pearly gates. Hopefully, help me. And we will sit before God on Judgment Day, and it will be just me and him. There won't be the work that I did, the jobs that I did, the people that, even though I may have brought people to Christ, they won't be there on Judgment Day. There won't be all the things I read, all the ministries I worked for, all the hard work I did. There won't be all the money I made or the house I had or the family, like the relation. It will be nobody but you and God. And I don't know what Judgment Day is going to look like, but I know that to be certain. It's going to be me and him. And I don't know what he's going to say, but I imagine it's going to be something like, did you love me? And what am I going to say back? What are we going to say back? God, I was just too busy. God, you just gave me so much. God, I thought you wanted, I don't want it to be too late. I don't want to get to the gates of heaven. I don't want to get to judgment day and be like, I was too busy, God. I missed you. I missed you. God is he is fighting for our attention. He is really he just wants more of us. And maybe we want more of him, but we don't know how. And maybe we're just full of anxiety and fear and doubt, and there's just so much going on. And I believe that the Lord is bringing peace. Where the devil wants to bring chaos, dysfunction, distraction, busyness, Jesus wants to bring peace and grace and stillness and order. He wants to bring that into our life. And who doesn't want that? I want it. I want peace in my life. I want stillness. I want to be able to be still. I want some sense of order in my life. I want that. I want grace. I want those things. What better to figure this out and how we're gonna do this than a real example of something that this is real. I struggle with the Bible, guys. If you can relate, I struggle with the Bible. It's hard. I think I look at this and I'm intimidated because I'm this is so big, and this isn't even a 16th of my faith. And what the junk? But you got to start somewhere. And that's where I've realized is that the Lord loves me even in my 1 page a month. Sorry, I'm going to get better, God. But when I was praying, I was just immediately brought to this story that I remember always hearing about, but I never really thought too much about it. And it is in Luke 11, and it is Jesus visits Martha and Mary. So it's Luke 11, chapter 10. So if you want to follow, I'll go for it. But I'm going to read it. We're just going to take a little moment to kind of see what the Lord's speaking to us. Now, as they went on their way, he entered a village, and a woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things. One thing is needful. Mary has chosen the good portion, which shall not be taken away from her." Whew. I think that just hits hard. I think that I read that and I'm like, obviously I'm a Martha. I guess I'm a Martha, right? And I read the story, and it's just the story of how Martha invites Jesus into her home. And, Mary's sitting at the feet of Jesus, but Martha, she's the one who's working. And it says she's anxious. She's anxious. And she's frustrated because she wants more of the Lord, and she wants to be there, but she's has all these things that she's doing for him. And then she's looking at her Martha, her sister, and she's like, "Why are you sitting at his feet? I need help. I need to help prepare for the Lord. I need to get to do all these things for him." And the Lord is just like, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious about many things. Only one thing is needing. Only one thing is needed. And that's him." And it's not that Jesus was condemning Martha for being lazy or sorry, not being for working and wanting to serve. It was saying that Mary has chosen the good portion, the better thing. Yes, there are moments where we need to serve, and those are great moments, and we should be open to those moments when the Lord is inviting us to serve. But are we remembering to sit at his feet? Because I think that relationship with the Lord starts at the feet of Jesus. It starts at, I mean, when you think of all the times in the Bible that the feet of Jesus is used, the Mary, she's the one who poured oil on his feet and dried it with her hair. And then there was another woman who poured oil on his feet and anointed them with all she had. And then the feet of Jesus on the cross, the feet that were pierced. Like, that's the Jesus who wants us to sit at his feet. And I think that in the Bible we can say, like, the feet of Jesus just resemble like this intimacy, this gaze that we're sitting in when we're looking up at him. And I imagine it's like a father and their child, and it's like when you think like sitting, you're looking up at the father, and he's not disappointed, and he's not afraid of what you have. He's not afraid of who you are. He's not afraid of everything you have to bring to him. He is just there, and he's just obsessed with you. I don't know how else to say it. He's in love with you. I think that another thing about busyness is we like to be busy. I like to be busy because what does it do? It distracts me. It distracts me from the things that I'm struggling with, from the things that I'm avoiding, from the wounds that I'm pushing away, from the people who have hurt me, or the people who I have hurt, or the things that I don't want to think about, or the places I don't want to go with God because I don't want to go there, or the future I don't want to just invite. Like, I stay busy because if I'm not busy, I'm thinking. And if I'm thinking, that's dangerous. If I'm thinking, that's dangerous. It's true that when there's silence and there's just us, it's scary because we don't know where our mind's going to take us. But like, God is there. And there's nothing he can't redeem. There's nothing he can't heal. There's no brokenness. There's no part of your heart. There's nothing you've done. There's nothing that you're going to do that can separate. It says that there's nowhere you can run from Jesus. There's nowhere you can go. There's nowhere we can go. And maybe our lives feel like we're just feeling defeated. That we don't know how we cannot be busy, that there's just too much going on in my life, that there's just no way that I cannot be busy. Like, I'm trying to, I do the prayer, I try, but I don't know what you want me to do, and that's okay. But we have to start somewhere. And we need to remember what is having authority over our lives. What is having authority over our life? Is it the things that we do? Or is it the person who has called us into these things? Is it who I am to my friends, or my friends taking authority or priority over my life? Is this work I'm doing, is the sports that I'm doing, the school, the friendships, even sometimes family? Are these things taking priority over my life, over Jesus, who's given all of this to me? He can't be a tomorrow thing. He can't be a corner thing. He can't be a 5-minute thing. Like, he needs to be everything. And if we're not inviting him into everything, we're missing him. And I'm missing him, and I'm missing him, and I am missing him. Maybe you've accepted the lie that chaos is just a part of your life, that this is just how it is, but the Lord is saying no. Right here, right now, he is speaking no. He is saying no. That chaos, distraction, dysfunction, disorder, that is not your life. That the Lord has more for you. That in this life, it seems that we are just rushing through it. That everything is just a rushed race. We're just moving from one thing to the next thing, just trying to get through it day by day, just through it. But the Lord is saying no. That this life it's meant to be a journey and a pilgrimage and an intentional walk. And it's not supposed to look like the person on the left or the person on the right. It's supposed to be our walk with the Lord, my walk with him. And is it going to be perfect? No. Is it going to be full of junk? 1,000%. Is he going to be there every step of the way? Yes. That's the God. That's the God that we're missing on a daily basis. And that's the God I think we need to see more. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to keep doing the things that we're doing? Are we just going to say, oh, I'm just so busy? Like, no, we're not. Something's got to change. We can't hear these things and just, like, I can't, like, I think about this all the time. If there's something in the podcast that you're getting that's speaking to you, or like, that's God. It is not me, because he is speaking to me. Like, I just am the voice. Like, I'm just the instrument. I'm just a vessel. I don't have it figured out. I'm walking this with you. Like, this is not a podcast where I'm telling you guys to do it because I'm doing it. I'm doing it with you. And I think that's beautiful, that, that we're doing it together. Lord, so what are we going to do? Because he can't just be a Sunday God. He can't just be a night prayer. So what are we going to do? I think for me, like, just some ideas that, maybe it's I get in the car in the morning and instead of playing music, I'm actually just talking to you like a friend. That I'm just talking about my day and all the craziness. Or maybe instead of putting headphones in on the walk, or maybe instead of, scrolling on my phone before bed. So maybe when we get in the car, we're not going to listen to music or go on our phone, or we're going to get home and do that. Maybe we're actually not going to go play that game, or maybe we're not going to like snap, or but like Instagram, whatever, TikTok. Maybe I'm not just going to watch that movie. Maybe I'm actually just going to be like, hey God, I'm in the car right now. Like, I'm going to do this thing. I'm not really sure how you're working, but I know you are. Like, could you just show me? Like, no, seriously, like, what are the areas that we're compromising? Like, because the devil, I think, likes us to make compromises. So you're just so tired. Like, it's okay. Go on your phone. Like, he is going to answer our prayer one way or another. And I pray that this week, God, that you would answer our prayers of revealing yourself to us and how you're working on our day to day. I pray, Lord, that this week you would reveal that you are working every moment of every second of every day. And there's never a minute or a second or a moment that you're not moving, Lord, and that we would just see it more. Like, I pray that for all of us this week. So that's my take home. That we're going to do less. Maybe we can't change our schedule. Maybe I can't cut out the school, the sport, the work right now. Maybe I can't. But maybe there are some things that I could just take a step back from and invite the Lord into that. The car ride, the phone time, the sitting in my bed alone, the walk, the time with friends, whatever. It's just a prayer. It's just a simple, Lord, I know you're here. Lord, this is how my day's going. Lord, what are you speaking to me right now? Lord, who do you think that I am? Let's give priority back to him. So just on top of that, like, I think sometimes busyness, we're so distracted with the things that we're doing that we also miss the people right in front of our face. That my family or my friend or this person I'm in a relationship with, or this person I'm passing by, or this, whatever it is, I'm so focused on doing all these other things that I'm missing the person who's right in front of my face. God is in everyone too. Jesus is in everyone too. Jesus is in me. He's in you. So actually we can encounter Jesus in another. So maybe he's actually speaking to us through others too. So that's another big thing. We can't just, like, when someone's in front of our face, like, don't be too busy for them. Don't let the things you're doing trump this person who's right in front of your face, who has your attention, who Jesus is in, there he is right there. How are you going to treat him? How are we going to see others? How are we going to love them as he would, as he does? Be present this week. Let us get back to the stillness. Let us get back to the feet of Jesus, because that is where relationship starts. Let us get back to it. That was a cannonball episode. I just started talking and I don't even know what I just said. I hope it's good. I don't know. Guys, it is always a joy. It's always a gift to do this. Thank you, God, for these people and this podcast. I pray that you would just bless us all this week. I pray that the Lord brings stillness and peace into your life this week and that he shows us all the way that he's moving. If there are any other topics that you guys want on the podcast, let me know. I don't know. I'm still working on a closer. We'll get there. But yeah, any other themes, topics, comment, DM, share with your friends. Subscribe. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel or the Spotify if you want. It's always fun. This is just fun. It's just fun. What am I doing? I'm sitting in my parents' basement recording a podcast. It's not real. But it is. This is life. And it is good. Guys, have an amazing week. Oh, I didn't get to say it. Hopefully, happy Wednesday. Hopefully, I release this on Wednesday. Have an amazing week. I'll see you soon. Seriously, I'm going to try to do another episode soon. You guys are amazing. Know that I'm praying for you, seriously and intentionally. Have an awesome week.